Everyone is entitled to equal protection from the police and should help the police.
Christopher Todd.
Full name, Mr. Todd?
Christopher Robin Todd. It's me mum's idea.
Logo Logman, and no offence, like, but we've been through all this before.
Dixie Dean.
Any dependents, Mr. Dean?
Yeah, wife and 4 kids, 2 at school, 2 on the dole.
Those on the dole don't count.
Nobody on the dole counts, friend. George Malone.
I'm not finding you, Mr. Malone. Can I have your address?
228 Grafton Street, love.
Liverpool 8.
Oh, come on, girl, I've been waiting half an hour. They'll be expecting me.
Who'll be expecting you?
The boys. The boys will be expecting me. I mean, there'll be tents under the black stuff on the deck by now. I don't like to let them down.
Are you working, Mr. Malone?
No, just like watching people work. Me fucking hobby.
Yozza Hughes. I'm Yozza Hughes.
A test check is just a formality, Mr. Hughes, but I'm afraid...
Afraid? You'd be terrified in a minute. Now sort my sodden jar out before I knock you into the disability department.
You what? Of course I want a job.
Of course I want a job.
I'm desperate, but you're not giving me one, are you?
It seems, Mr. Todd, that one of our inspectors has visited your house on 2 separate occasions during the past 10 days without receiving any answer.
Oh, what a shame.
You are out.
Looks that way, doesn't it?
My kids are here. My kids are right here. I've got my kids with me. Do you understand that, pal?
Mr. Malone, have you been employed during this time? Look, have you got a job?
Me?
No.
Oh, yeah. I just come here for the company and the pleasant surroundings.
When did you last work?
A year ago. I remember the exact date, friend. The exact location. Middlesbrough. Fucking Middlesbrough.
You what?
Forget it. Look,
What's your name? Well, you've got my name. I want your name. Debbie.
David.
Ian.
I
want a job.
Gives a job. Go on. Gives it. Go on. Gives it if you've got it. I can do it. Well, gives it then. Go on. Gives a job.
You know, you're meant to be the Department of Employment. So where's the employment? It's false advertising, that, you know.
We'll be making a further visit to your house in due course, Mr. Todd.
I'll bake a cake.
Echo! Exy Echo! Echo! Exy Echo! Read all about it! Psst. Chrissy Todd. Read all about it. From Frankie Malloy's got work at last. New contract, building site, cash in hand.
Not sure they go anymore. Those words. Liverpool and Echo.
Why not?
An Echo can bounce back.
Old Man River, that old man river. He don't say nothing, but he must know something. He just keeps rolling. He keeps on rolling along. All right there, neighbour. What? What, me? Working? No. No, I'm just off for the day by the water, that's all. What else would I be lugging this on about, eh? Only a madman would do that if he wasn't actually going fishing.
Do you want to lay it on any thicker, Logo? You've never even used any of this gear.
Of course, when I was working up in the Shetlands, nothing else to do.
Ever catch anything?
Yeah,
What'd you catch?
pneumonia.
All right, Dixie. You coming or going?
What, are you a sniffer now?
Just asking, that's all. Heard you had some nights on somewhere. Ah, come on, Dix. None of us have hardly seen you since the thing and...
What you mean when me and my lad got the sack because of you cowboys doing a foreigner?
Oh, yeah. Happy days they were, Chrissy.
So glad to reminisce. Now, flig off.
Come on, Malone's house.
What, is George coming?
No, he's still in hospital, so... We're going to pick up one of his sons. Snowy.
Ah, not him. Not Karl Marx lives.
Yeah, that's right. It's me again, love. Go ahead. Be a solid citizen, do the decent thing and report me. Yeah, I'm going to work for half me value. That's the real disgrace right there, I'm telling you.
Christ, Snowy, why didn't you just take a sodden ad out in the Echo?
It's her. Minge bag. The dole will send flowers to a funeral, they will.
I'll just grab me boots for a mine. He's in a van.
Right, I'm taking the kids to school. See how long either of them can stay out of bleeding trouble today. Place your bets now. You wear boots? No, the dole had something for you, a job.
Not exactly.
Oh, don't bleed and tell me.
And
Suffering Christ, not that bleeding building site. Taking cash in hand when you've got the sniffers all over you. You're mad, you are. Absolutely mad.
but they're not all over me. You do it to everyone. I'm not special.
I don't think you're special, Chrissy. Stupid, maybe.
Look, it's only been a couple of visits to the door. It's hardly the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, and who has to answer the bleeding door when you're not here? Lying through me teeth, and I hate lying. I was never very good at it. So what do I say if they come round for you today?
Just tell them I've run off with a young model who fell madly in love with me.
It's got to be plausible. Who are you going with? Dixie?
No, like, he's got some nights on somewhere, and he wouldn't work with us anyway. After Middlesbrough.
What is stubborn? Like you. You were best friends.
Best friends? We're not children, Ange.
Oh no. Children are full of life. Children have a future.
Ah, Miss Sutcliffe.
Good morning, Mr. Moss.
Well, I'm glad I caught you.
You haven't caught me, Mr. Moss. I'm just acquiring some refreshment. Very busy.
Yeah, I'm good, me. Right? I just wanted to say that I am. I'm good at my job. And I consider myself to be an asset, right, to this section. A resource that is not currently being exploited. Look, I'm a natural at this, me, and...
A natural resource? Gosh, you sound like North Sea oil, Mr. Moss.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm like North Sea oil. Only, I'm not being tapped. Just give me something up my street. It's been weeks since me last assignments, and there are officers out there
How
who...
long have you been a fraud team investigator, Donald? About 6 months now? It's a very delicate position we've been placed into, isn't it? We are, after all, fellow citizens of this city. These are our neighbours we're talking about. Our colleagues over in the employment section, their job, for the men and women queuing up to the counter, their job is to find them a job. But our job here in the unemployment section, our job is... Well, how would you define it, Donald?
Well, our job is to... Our job is to uphold the sanctity of the system. Uphold it by catching folk who are cheating that system.
To catch them, yes. Reluctantly, perhaps regrettably.
Yeah, yes.
And to do that, we rely on tip-offs and tittle-tattle and telltales. For calling in with their suspicions, neighbour turning on neighbour, families against friends. Perhaps one day, turning on even your own family, your own friends, Donald. What might that do to a person's soul, I wonder?
Right, okay. You don't reckon I'm capable?
I didn't say that. I'm saying I don't know yet. What I'm saying, Donald, is that when it comes to you, I just don't know. Don't look so worried, Mr. Moss. Unemployment is a growth industry. So much so that here they're expanding new premises, more staff, which means, as it happens, I think I do have just the job for you. There's a particular group we've been keeping tabs on, all in and around Liverpool 8.
Liverpool 8?
Yes, Donald. Right up Wall Street.
One shorts, are we then?
Well, you know what it's like. First sign of spring and all the boys pack off to the villas in sunny Spain.
And who are you when you're out?
I'm the bricky.
Plasterer.
I'm anything you want me to be.
Right, well, there's that wall there. There's laying the black stuff for a driveway along here, landscaping the garden in there, and the plastering in there.
What's it going to be, this place, eh? It's not going to be a police station, is it? Because I'd have some objections to that.
I'm happy not knowing, so as I don't get too emotionally attached, you know?
I see you brought your ropes.
Oh, in case of a quick getaway is needed. Out the windows and down.
Shouldn't think the dole will be looking for you here. You'll be all right.
Mr. Malloy, how's it all going? Oh, business?
Fine, thanks, yeah.
A lot of work on then?
Well, not really, no. I mean, not with this weather we've been having, you know.
The weather can change, I suppose.
I've got a dash, you know how it is.
Oi!
Oh, frig.
Gives a job, go on, gives it, go ahead.
A job?
Yeah, gives it, go on. I know you've got one, Arthur told me. Go on, gives it. Kids, you stay there. It's all right to bring my children with me, they're good kids.
What, kids on a building site? What kids? Where?
Mr. Malloy, I wouldn't...
Don't touch nothing, don't move nothing, don't do nothing. Yeah, go on, gives it.
I'm only really looking for a bricky.
Yes, that's me, I'm a bricky. I can lay bricks.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, what? Oh, see that, yeah. That's me, yeah, I can do it. Where is it?
Well, I'll see how you make out. Carry on that small wall running parallel with
Right,
it.
yeah.
Do you know him?
We used to.
Oh, you can talk about the concrete and the boys who work the train and the fellas in the hopper in the sun and wind and rain. But the boys who work the black stuff, sure, they're really rough and tough.
Yozza!
Yozza, you can't leave gaps like that.
It's for ventilation.
When they're working on the highway, laying the old black stuff.
All I'm saying is, it was easy being a socialist when I was growing up in the 60s. Everyone was a friggin' socialist then. It was fashionable and it was easy because times were good. But now things have gone sour. Everyone's locking their door. They're turning the other cheek. They're looking after number one. But this is the time we should be looking after one another, innit? Now's the time to be together. Because we're not winning anymore.
Look, I've paid my Labour membership. What more do you want?
Snowy pays for 3, don't you? Workers' Revolutionary Party and the Socialist workers too.
Nah, but Snowy's different, aren't you, Snow? Because you're the only one who's actually a worker in these so-called workers' parties. Amongst all those middle-class students and bloody Londoners.
I can take it, you know, Logo. I can take it because I know my beliefs are right. I've been brought up by me dad to support what's worth supporting. I'm right, aren't I, Yozza?
Fuck off.
Right.
Oh, we laid it in the outlet and we laid it on the flat. And if it doesn't last forever, then I swear I'll eat me hat. Oh, I travelled up and down the world and over smooth and rough. But there's not a surface equal to the old black stuff.
I love doing this, you know. I plaster for nothing if my principals would let me. You know when you're doing something you're good at, there's nothing like it. Standing there in the morning, facing 4 empty walls, and then going home at night to the plaster all dry and smooth. There. See? Hey, Chrissy, do you see that? I've even signed my name.
Who do you think you are, Leonardo da Vinci?
Why is my craft worth any less than his? Snowy Malone, 1982. I can't stand those who take no pride. Like the sods who renovated this place the last time, you can see it. It's shoddy. It's rushed. Like them original tiles in the corridor. Did you see the original tiles, Chrissy?
I've seen tiles, Snowy. Lots of tiles.
Beautifully made and precision laid 100 years ago. Until some bastard cracked them by putting up a tatty new banister. I don't get jobs because I'm too good. And I do the job proper, and I'm slower than the bosses want me to be, so I'm not a profit margin. I'm now a liability.
Do you ever lose work because you talk too much?
All right. But listen, Chrissy, I'm telling you, and I mean it. Don't give in. Because if you give in, you're dead. And I'm only telling you because I can see the signs.
Maurice, get out of that cement mixer, now!
Still going bad, is it?
He's off his cake, Snowy. I don't know what to do. Ever since Middlesbrough.
What happened in Middlesbrough? You went to see me dad, you know, Yozza.
Everyone goes to see your dad. Look, you should be very proud of that. George Malone runs an unofficial surgery on Grafton Street for all the lost and frightened souls of this whole cursed city.
But Yozza turned up in the hospital the other night.
The hospital? Can't even get a break there, you dad.
He sat with him for nearly an hour. Nurse had to ask him to leave.
No. I don't know what to do with him. Honest to God, it's like talking to a brick wall. Frick, talk of the devil.
Dad, not again.
I'm fine, honest. Hey, I'm fitter now than I've been for a long time. Somebody let me go. The doctors. Scout's honour. And I want to help, I want to work. I'm going up my mind, Chrissy. Let me help you out. Let me work.
Easy does it then, right?
Oh, we rolled it in the summer,
And we rolled it nice and hot, but to roll it over all of this, we'd have to roll it a lot. Oh, I travelled up and down the world and over smooth and rough, but there's not a surface equal to the old black stuff.
You know them down in London, in Power, in the press? They look at us up here, and they think we're troublemakers, right? That we're difficult. And they're not wrong. You see, my theory, and it's only a theory mine, but those comrades working in this and this town's doing such and such a job, their lives are governed by the clock. But we're a port city. Our lives have always been governed by the tide. Tides that ebb and flow and have a life of their own. And that's it, that's the spirit that's inside of us.
You sound like you've had a few spirits inside you.
Yeah, I'm saying it's inside of all of us, young and old. It seeps through.
I love that, Dad. The sea, wild and honest.
Think of them, those proud sea captains who had their homes in Toxteth in Victorian times. Men who travelled the world, bringing back all sorts of great, exotic things in their cargo holds. Because you see, all the shipping lanes of the world led back here to where we're standing now. And if you don't find that remarkable, then what do you?
Yeah, I don't know about Victorian times, George. I know that a year ago, in those streets where I live, where them sea captains lived, they were on fire in Toxteth. I didn't see much pride then. I saw a lot of busies, man, beating up me mates.
And that was bang out of order, Logo. Yeah. No one's saying it
In
weren't.
fact, one of the reasons why I'm here in the first place, when you think about it, one of the reasons I'm even here is because my ancestors, yeah, there would have been one of those exotic things brought over on the ship's old. My great-grandparents, them shipping lanes, they brought me.
Just stories, Logo. What can it tell you? Doc is a storyteller, always have been, always will be.
Yeah, it's a shame they miss out some chapters in those stories, though, innit?
Hey!
And characters too, great ones.
Hey! I was a docker, Logo. Well, until the strike of 67, of course.
Yeah, the strike that you started and led.
And got sacked for.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah, I know that, George. Obviously, I didn't mean you. After all, you got me my first job when I was...
hey! Only because your bloody mother stood outside every night, crying on me doorstep, begging me to try and give you a job. Just take him with you. That's what she said. Just take him with you when you go away somewhere. Far, far away. The fairer the fucking better. So we went all over, didn't we? All the great places. Rabbit's Bottom.
Spittle.
Ameston.
Grimsby.
Cockermouth.
Hey, steady on, son. Don't let your mother hear you talk like that. Yeah, I'll be can lady for the day.
Oh, Mr. Malloy.
Do you do that wall?
What war?
That wall I asked you to do.
Yeah, what about it?
Come and take a look.
I've seen it. Once you've seen one wall, you've seen them all.
Oh, not this one. This one's special.
Oh, that good, eh?
Come with me.
You leave my wall alone.
It's a disgrace. Come with me.
Don't tell me what to do. No one tells me what to do.
You're not a brickie, are
I
you?
am. I've laid bricks before. Anyone can lay bricks.
Not since you had a Lego set. Now go on, clear off. You're sacked.
Sacked. Me? Sacked, yeah. How'd you sack someone who's on a dole? Hey. He's trying to sack some fella that doesn't even work for him. That's mad, that. That's a mad thing, that. That's fucking you're mad, you. Well, you better give me P45 then, hadn't you? If I'm sacked. But go on. Giz it. Giz it!
The only thing you'll be getting from me...
Yozza! What are you doing, man?
My best! Was doing my best. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Because if you do that, I'll kill you. Good wall, that. Lasts forever, that. Amity, this way. Good wall, that.
So sorry, Mr. Malloy.
He's not right.
Yeah, well, who is these days, you know? Look, Mr. Malloy, I know this isn't the best
Talk
of
to you
time.
tomorrow, Kenny.
Chrissy.
Bright and early. All of you.
I thought you were about to get down on your knees then, Chrissy, to your feudal lord. You'll be touching your forelock next.
I respect you, Snowy. I respect your ideologies. Yeah, but what you said earlier about people only looking after number one, you were right. People can't look far ahead these days. Not when you're frightened, not when you're scared. In the here and now, I can't feed me kids on principles and ideologies. I need money. That's it. I need money.
See you tomorrow, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, bright and early. For a job we haven't got. But there's not a surface equal to the old black stuff.
Suspects, including Snowy Malone, son of George, are heading in the direction of the site. I've followed him before. Little sod walked me all around town and then lost me in Motherkit. And we better get a move on. We'll lose them.
Oh, what's the use? We know they're going to Malloy's site, same as yesterday. I reckon that'll be enough to call in the backup today.
Really? Oh. Right. So that'll be it for them then.
It's the knees no one tells you about. All this hiding, crouching, kneeling.
Oh, it's the skulking that gives me jip.
Oh, aye, the skulking's the worst. Still, it's a skill to skulk well. It is.
This'll go down well for me, you know. Back at the office.
You think they care about you? We're anonymous foot soldiers, Donald. Doing the grunt work, kept in the dark. Do you know, I followed a bloke last month. Followed him all day. Followed him all the way to bloody court. And sat and watched him plead guilty to the offences I was bloody following him for. I'd been on sick leave when they pulled him in. Nobody thought to tell me when I got back. We are not part of the bigger picture, Amos. Any more than they are. Come on.
Kevin! Kevin! Get out of bed, you lazy git.
Oh, what's he got to get up for?
Because I told him to. And I'm the only one allowed to go to bed in the day because I'm the only one sat and working all night. Electricity.
What are you yelling at me for?
Ah, look. Sleeping Beauty's up. But don't expect a kiss, will you?
What?
I'll kiss you. Here.
Look at the bleeding
time, it's a disgrace. You know, you're not even trying anymore. Get out there and look for work. Gas.
There is none.
Gas?
Work.
There's none when you're lying in bed.
There's none when I'm walking up and down the industrial estate neither. You know that, there's no point. Just don't give me no crap about lying in bed.
Oh, for God's sake. What are they doing?
Ew, what's wrong now? What did the Joe want to see you for? You were there yesterday, what's it mean?
Means I'm not going to bed, doesn't it? Hey, well, go on then. You have my sleep for me, why don't you?
Excuse us, pal. You don't know if your neighbour's in, do you?
What, see through doors now, can I?
The lights are on.
Oh, yeah. Yours are used. Lights are on, yeah. But there's not been no one home for a while, friend, if you get me drift.
Yeah, what is it? What do you want? All right, Dixie.
Yours there.
Mr. Hughes? Mr. Hughes?
Yeah, who's asking?
Gas board.
Oh, that's nice then to ask after me, isn't it? Dead nice, that is. Do pass on my thanks from me, won't you? Tell him very much for asking, very kind.
You're late.
Am I? What have I got to be late for? Is it a job? That'd be smashing that, wouldn't it? That'd be smashing having something to be late for.
Is Mrs. Hughes in?
No. No, Mrs. Hughes is not in, no. And the gas is in her name, so you can have it out with her, if you can find her.
Look, I haven't got time for this.
Why? Are you late too, hey? We're like the rabbits from that story, aren't we? What's that story with the rabbit? Kids? What's that
You're
that story
behind
with the...
on your
I
gas
know that,
bill.
of course I know that. Do you think I'm thick? Hey, was that what you knocked on my door to tell me?
They'll cut you off, you know. It's not my choice. I'm just a messenger.
Name?
Yossi Hughes.
Christopher Todd.
George Malone.
The Scarlet Pimpernel.
Name?
It's Dixie Dean, and I've been bloody summoned, right? So here I am. I'm here.
Thank you, Mr. Dean. This is Jean. Jean. Mr. Dean. She'll be conducting today's...
All right. Before we start, this is the second time running. The second time that I've been called in. Now, what's the score?
It's merely administrative routine.
I can use big words too, you know. Elastoplast.
Name.
You already know it, you just used it yourself, so did she.
Name.
Are you sure this isn't a trick question?
Name.
Thomas Ralph Dean,
Age.
48, date of birth, 23rd of the 3rd, 1934. Where
Where
did
do
he
you
reside?
reside?
47 Maryville Street.
How long
have
have
you
you
resided
resided
there?
there?
14 years. Are you residents at...
in any capacity?
You've changed the order of the questions, that's not fair.
Mr. Dean.
You're a cheat.
Mr. Dean. Allow me to disabuse you of something. It's been some years now since I was presented with something even remotely original or found a glimmer of amusement in antics of this nature. Nothing can be gained from it, please do realise that. Are you employed in any capacity?
Do you practice making speeches?
Are you employed in any capacity?
Oh, I never have the time, do I? I'm always too busy coming here.
Have you done any
work
work since your last time?
No. Is your wife employed in any capacity? No. Are any of the members of your family employed in any capacity? No. Do you keep budgetary guards in the bathroom? No.
Are you sure about that last question, Mr. Dean?
Yeah, they'd shit all over the place, wouldn't they?
I meant about your wife.
My wife? What about her?
Not being employed in any capacity.
Yeah.
Not even a bit of cleaning on the side, something like that.
What did I just say?
Well, perhaps she wouldn't tell you. It can be very emasculating when a husband isn't bringing home any money, but the wife is. All right, thank you for your time, Mr. Dean.
It's been a pleasure and an honour.
There's nothing on the file about his wife, Miss Huckle.
I know. But there's no harm in putting the fear of God into some of them, is there? Keeps them on their toes. Follow up with the visits.
Miss Sutcliffe,
Donald.
ready to make a move. Malloy's site. Liverpool Ace. We'll need some backup.
So they really are?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
And you've really got them? Well, that's really it then. Permission granted.
Blimey, you're eager. It's the middle of the night. Still my shift, innit?
I'm here now. You can go.
That's what I like about this job. The comradeship. Do you even know what we're guarding in here, this boat?
Some shipment to South Africa, trainers, booze. What's it matter?
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Hey. What's all this then? Who's dishing it out?
No one. No one. Just a fellow traveller, you might say. A mutual admirer.
Of what? Talk sense, will you? I've been up all night.
Boats! Visiting boats. Full of the wonders of the world, but devoid of any real security.
I'm the security. Now, up it. Go on.
He's just pulling your pisser, Dixie.
You know each other?
Do you know the best thing about boats that come into this dock? No containers. It's actually one of the things that did this city in. Just my economic theory. You want to hear it?
No, I want to finish here and go on.
See, when shipping got containerised after the war, them colourful loading bins you can lift from ship to ship, truck to truck, our fate was sealed. The Mersey, you see. Too shallow for them big boats, too thin. So up pops Dover and Southampton. Fucking Felixstowe! Huge docks with colourful containers for as far as the eye can see, like rainbows. Well, here, we don't get the rainbows, do we? Only the rain. That's it. That's my theory. Still, good for something, no, eh? Easy pickings. What have we got, Scotty?
Cigarettes over there, whiskey, booze, boots.
I'll get the van.
Hey, you're out of your mind. They'll have you, they'll have me.
Have you not told them how this works?
Look, Dixie, it's just how it is. All your predecessors, they got that into their heads quite quickly. Otherwise, it's their heads, unfortunately. They got done in.
Are you threatening me?
Educating you, helping you out.
Here, as a thank you.
What are you doing? I can't wear those. I'm the fucking security guard.
But it'd make us feel happier. Safer. If you did.
Hey, listen, I won't be back tomorrow if this is the deal, you know.
Of course you will. You're on the dole, aren't you? That means you can't run off and tell anyone. See, they're on the make employing you cash in hand, but you're on the make too.
I'm no thief. I just want to keep my nose clean.
You listen to me, Mr. Clean. Before you think of looking down your nose at us, let me tell you. The biggest robbers on these docks are the so-called security guards. You're nothing. You're the dregs. Dragged here off the dole. So do what you're supposed to do. Stand there and do nothing.
And if it doesn't last forever, then I swear I'll eat me hat. Oh, I travelled up and down the world and over smooth and rough, but there's not a surface equal to the old black stuff.
Mr. Malloy,
Very busy, Kenny, you know.
I'm not happy with the way things are. £14 a day.
In your hand.
Yeah, but it's not legal, is it? And things are bad for me down the dole. I've got the sniffers around my house. What I'm saying is, I want a job. A normal job. I know I'd be losing out, but I'd rather be legit and on
Well,
less
isn't
than
this
on more
better
than
than no job at all?
You don't want to take me on?
What happens when there's no work? You want me to take it on, then lay it off, Kenny?
I wouldn't mind you using my real name.
Chrissy.
Yeah, Chrissy.
Look, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
But you're not listening. This is the building trade, and this is Britain in 1982. It's just... It's not worth it. Here. Take a fiver.
I don't want your friggin' charity, Malloy. I'm tired of being soft. Hey, I'm noted for it, you know. Why am I so bloody soft? What the frig?
What the bloody...
Sniffers! Leg
Bloody
it!
hell.
Snowy! Leg it! Snowy!
Shit!
Whoa, all right, you. Don't be daft. Just give it up.
I know you. I know you. You used to go out with me cousin. Hey, he's from round here. You're a traitor. You're a traitor to your fucking class.
Come away from the ledge, you idiot. We've caught you, right? Just give it up.
Adios, dickhead.
Snowy!
Get some sail upon her, haul away your halyards, haul away your halyards, 'tis our sailing time. Get her on the course now. All away down channel, all away your poor sheets, till 'tis our sailing time. Waves are surging under, all away down channel. All away down channel on the evening tide.
How's he doing, George? Oh, nice. You're lucky. You could have been there too. It was a job I was asking if you wanted to come to. You said no. You'd have been caught by the dole too.
Yeah, well, they're all over me anyway, so. Is that it for you lot then?
Being investigated. Decision pending.
Head on the block. Axe hovering.
Benefits stopped until they do.
No benefits. Oh, sorry, that's rough, that is.
Yeah, well.
Nah, that's rotten. Investigation. Who's investigating them? That's what I want to know. Who keeps them in check? Law unto themselves.
Shoddy renovation. But he said, what did it for him? Snowy. But the rope he used to climb out of the window, he tied to this cheap banister. These cowboys at half fast to the Victorian tiles. He was right.
Bar and set them up, will ya?
We're toast in the end!
I don't know those men, do I?
Oh, Christ. Sorry, Margaret. It's one of them redundancy parties. 10 a penny in the Green Man these days. Nothing else to do with the cash they've been given but piss it all away, just to feel numb briefly while getting to quieten down.
Oh, they're all right. Snowy would have wanted everyone to have a good time. He's a good boy. I haven't been here since George became poorly. It's changed. When did it become such a madhouse?
Good question. That fella there. That shake hands.
Shake hands.
Sorry, I can't today, Shakes. I've got dermatitis.
Shake hands.
Well, he seems friendly.
Ah!
Oh dear.
Yeah, not so much.
Pints a bitter for the boy.
And that's Joe, the landlord. He's aged 20 years in the past 5, because he nicks one drink for every 2 that he serves.
The landlord in the Rose and Crown keeps a shotgun under the counter. That'd be no good to me. I don't want to use it on myself. I tell you, I've been due a move for years with the brewery, but they can't find anyone to come here.
Cheers!
There used to just be fights at weddings and weekends. They got legless before, they'd be dancing on the tables. Now they just smash them over each other's heads.
It was a nice service, George. We were just saying.
Yeah. We were. Yeah. I'm sorry, George.
Yeah.
Yoza?
Dixie.
All right, Yoza.
Well, I log over.
Yoza?
Chrissy. Sorry, George.
Yoza?
I'm sorry, man. You know.
Be warned, Yoza. Behave.
Well, look at that. The famous 5 back together. Sometimes it takes a tragedy, doesn't it?
Back together?
When was the last time we were all,
George?
you know?
A year ago.
No, sure.
Oh, yeah. Very sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Middlesbrough.
I can't believe you brought your frigging goose with you in the van, Chrissy. I mean, honest to God, who brings a goose all the way to Middlesbrough? My happy-go-lucky nature has been seriously taken advantage of.
Ange won't feed them when I'm not there. What am I meant to do, Dick?
I thought you were on the sick, George.
Just a bit of a stomach bug, Logo. I'm through it now.
I mean it. You know, if I find shit in the back of my van...
There won't be.
Yeah, well, before we set off again, I'll be having a gander.
Oh, that was terrible, that.
Come on, that was funny, that. Funny. You don't get it, a lot of you.
No, we get it.
Oh, well, his Lord High and Mighty be gracing us with his presence this time, or what? Our great boss man,
Wasted.
looking over us with his beady eye.
What's wasted?
My comedy gold, that's
I'll tell you what is wasted. Our craft and hard work. The pittance that we're getting paid for this. Wait till I phone the union.
Hey, no. We don't want the union in our job, do we?
Hey, speak for yourself.
You know the way we work, right? In, out, throw it down, get out. The union would spoil that, wouldn't it?
Where's Leeds?
You are?
How'd you get to Leeds, Dad?
What are you going on about Leeds for?
Look, I'm only saying,
Dixie,
right?
you gonna finish that sausage?
What's it to you? And what's with all the daft questions this morning?
Look, I'm only saying, it's you and the boys, Dixie. It's you who makes these bosses their dough, who makes them who they are, the big I-ams, right? And what have what have any of us got out of laying the roads? Hey? Bugger all. Except for passports and bad backs. Extra $5 a day. That's what we want.
Dix, sausage. What about it? Well, it's just... I've got me ferrets in here.
Oh, fucking you and the fucking stinks. What's his bleeding ferret in here?
Well, I
don't trust the geese, like, you know how it is.
Oh, I don't know how it is.
Only my wife and kids, they have expectations. Do you know what I mean? They expect. And I don't mind that, because I have expectations. So
I tell you what, Yozza, I'll give you another £5 a day if you give any of us some fucking peace.
yeah, and you know, hey, when they give us that extra £5 a day, that is when we ask them for 10.
Dixie,
See?
Here. Have me sausage. Is there anything else I can do for you? Hey, would you like me to give it a massage?
Hey, Kev, you heard about that? Massages.
What about them?
Well, you know, type of hotels you stay at on jobs like this, you know, when you're away. Certain room with a certain lady, relieving the stresses of the day, you know, at a certain price, you know what I mean? Oh, go ahead, girl, that's it. That's it, that's right there, that's where we want it, right there, that's where we want it.
Is that true?
Never you mind, son, never you mind. Hey, Yozza, pack it in, will you? Sometimes I think you want to cause trouble.
Listen, dickhead, I've been around, right? I know the score. I've been down south, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, the Shetlands.
Hey, what's it like, the Shetlands?
It's cold and full of ponies. Listen, Dixie, I've been around.
Yeah, I know, Yozza. You've been everywhere and going nowhere.
Oh, you like hospital food, do you?
look, Yozza, I'm not being funny. You're a good mate and all, but if the whole of Middlesbrough is going to be like this, you might as well go home now. You don't like trouble in this gang.
Do you know what your trouble is, Chrissy? You're too nice. I'm not joking. It's almost enough to hate you for it.
All right,
Calm
Yozza.
down,
It's okay.
calm down.
So, I am trying to make this job better for all of us. That's all.
All right.
Oi, leave it be, you.
All right, love. Hitching a ride, are we?
Oh, wait. Don't tell me, let me guess. Let me use my powers of deduction and guess that you want to go to Leeds. Yay!
So, you're going to give me a lift then, or not?
Can we, Dad?
I'll knock you to next Sunday in a minute, lads. How about that?
Bleeding students. Look, stop reading books. Right, get yourself a job, get some money, and buy a rail ticket instead. All right, Logo lads, eh?
I'm sorry, love, the van's full. And hey, we've only got a paltry amount of spaces for this.
That was fucking worse than the last one.
Yeah, I'll just use the lab.
Hey, and then we better crack on, hadn't we?
Oh, I am the foreman, George. I make the decisions here.
I am sorry, Dixie, whatever you think.
Well, I think we better crack on. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what he's saying and not you.
What are you studying?
English literature.
Chrissy! Yeah, listen.
Oh, not this again, Yozza. Look, I've told you before.
No,
Not interested.
No, listen, look, these other fellas in Middlesbrough, right? I've looked into it. They're straight arrows, right? It's a proper job, yeah. They're paying cash.
How much cash?
1,700 square yards, right? At £1.60 charge per yard, they get a cut of 10 pence per yard of sound. Only,
Oh, here we go. Only what?
well, they haven't got the gear, right? So, you know, we'd have to stump up ourselves to hire that.
Oh,
Upfront, like, but
no, of course we would. Hey, there's always a catch.
Listen, right, it's an investment. Hey, it's smart. What savings have you got?
I put a little aside for a rainy day.
Yes, right. That's the same as me, right? This is the rainy day.
Means sneaking off site. It's doing a foreigner.
For one day.
Leaving Dixie in a lit. That's not
Yeah,
on
and
that.
we'd be back. And nearly £2,000 richer with clothing then, aren't we?
Oi, Tweedledum, Tweedledee, we're off.
Yes, all right. Only it's a four-man job, see? So you'll have to Swiss George and Logo's arm, you know. Rope them in too, you know what I mean?
Whoa. Why would I?
But they listen to you. They like you. Everyone likes you. Likes Chrissy Todd. Come on. Don't leave me on me Todd, Chrissy Todd. Come on. This is it. This is our chance. I'm telling you. Everybody in this world, right? They have to look out for themselves, right? That is what we would be doing. I am telling you that. It's fucking destiny.
I'll think about it.
Do you study?
Nah. I was going to do music while on the dole. I play the guitar. But my dad got me into this, so...
What is this?
The black stuff. Laying the roads.
Is that what you want to do?
It's not about wanting to or not wanting to, is it? It just is. You have to.
You don't have to do anything.
It's all right. Listen, University Challenge. You leave University Challenge there alone, pumping his head full of crap. Come on.
You know what your trouble is? Girls like you.
Nah, go on, what? Can't wait.
You don't know what position you want in life. You think you're too good to change nappies and cook chips, so you'll always be off, searching for something else, something better. And you'll never be happy.
I've got a brother like you at home.
Oh, why? Good looking, is he?
No. He suffers from the same thing now.
What thing?
What you are.
Oh, what am I? Oh, no, whoa, hold up, everyone. Hang on. I'm about to be diagnosed by a student. I'm about to be cured. Go on then, La. What am I?
Scared.
Scared? Ha!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? I'm fucking scared of you, aren't I? Tat!
Shake hands. Shake hands. A pint's of bitter for the boy.
George won't even talk about it, you know. And I've learnt not to ask what happened.
They lost their bleeding minds. That's what happened. When they were up there tarmacking this new estate, they got tempted into this moonlighting on the side by some shady fellas behind Dixie's back. They knew he'd say no. So the world's greatest minds here withdraw all the savings to buy their own gear. Even George, can you believe? Wanting to see the best in people, as always. Only the shady fellas do a runner with the money, of course. Leaving them high and dry. Screwed over on that fake job. Fired from their real one, including Dixie, as the foreman. Always responsible for everybody else. And me and Chrissy, we lost everything, didn't we? Everything we'd worked hard for and saved. Living on to bleeding mouth ever since.
Such bad luck.
Bad luck? Maybe. Some people make their own bad luck.
We're on the one road, sharing the one load.
We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, swinging along, singing the soldier's song.
Now this visitor, he is unwelcome. I'll see to this, Auntie Margaret. It's Mr. Malloy, isn't it? Can I help you?
I just wanted to pay my respects.
You should have just paid them a legal wage. Then we wouldn't be here, would we?
I've got this, Ange.
Oh yeah, I bet you have. I bet.
Chrissy, I'm sorry. He were a good lad, a good worker.
Yeah, he was. He was proud of it too. What all you came to say?
Well, only that I'm also, getting my wrists, being charged for all the trouble and that.
We're all going to be charged, Mother. We don't get let off just because our friend died, and you don't get let off just because you're the boss.
Yeah, but one of the things I told them was that I'd taken you all on that week, and I was in the process of getting your P45 sorted. So if you back me up,
come on, not here,
please, Chrissy.
Oh, you know me now.
Christopher. Oh, this could ruin me.
Well, but that's all that's left here anyway, isn't it? Ruins. Join the club.
Evening.
Hello? Mr. Malone? Donald Moss? Look, I just wanted to say
Pay no attention, George.
My boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Things you plan to pass on, leave behind. Where's that go now?
Where does that go?
I don't know, Chrissy. I do wonder, that spirit that seeps through generation to generation. I look around.
George.
Oh, he had it. He would have after me. The people round here. But now, who's going to?
Who's gonna what?
Where is everyone? Where are you, Chrissy Todd?
Me? Passing by. I'm not here to change the world or fly any flags. Just getting by.
Where are you? I could do more. I will do more.
Not you, George. You don't... Not now. I said not now.
I'll give you a job.
You what?
A real job. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? If you have that word with the door.
Not like this.
All legit starting now.
You can't just ear like this.
We can shake on it. Go on.
Just not here.
Right, so you'll think about it.
I didn't say that, did I?
The job's yours if you want it.
A job?
It's nothing.
Is that a job? Yeah, go ahead, kiss it, I'll have it.
It's up to Chrissy.
What's up to Chrissy? What's up, Chrissy? Is that a job? Yeah. Go ahead, kiss it, I'll have it.
I don't want it. Can't.
You don't want it? Take it. Take that job.
What were you saying, George?
Chrissy, take that job or kiss it. You know, like, take it or kiss that. That's a job. That's a job.
What is this? It's nothing.
Take it.
Chrissy!
I can't! Hey! I've always told you, Chrissy! I've always told you you're too good! You're too soft to survive! And you're always gonna be friggin' happy, aren't you? Aren't you? You're gonna go through life content and easy going and above all fucking happy. Yeah, you don't want nothing, do you? Any of you? You don't want to be rich. You don't want to be somebody. All my life, I have wanted to be somebody. I want to be noticed. Chrissy, I want to be seen. I am a human being. I'm alive. I'm here. Now. Look at me.
I don't want to be somebody, Jose. I'm already me.
Kids, where are you? Oh. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Come on, all in. All in together, yeah. That's it, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, you okay? Hey? Hands up in this bed, everyone who's okay. Yeah, we're having a good time, aren't we, eh? I love you. I was in love with myself for a long time. I was, you know, kids. Years and years. But I knew it was a love that would not last. You know, when you were born, it was, I mean, when you were born, then, I mean, when you were born, then it was, I was all right then. But you didn't see. You couldn't. Why? What time is it? Oh, I'm late. I'm late.
You're not going out leafleting today, Frida. They knew. I'm telling you, someone's blown you up.
But who'd do a thing like that round here?
More people than you realise. The world's not what you think no more, girl.
It's only £1 an hour, 3 afternoons a week.
Well, get him out of bed looking then. Look, he has no respect. He never has.
You really are friggin' clueless, you, aren't you?
Hey?
Respect? He used to sod and worship you.
Oh, giving me that. Sod off.
Where'd you get them boots?
He fell off the back of a boat.
But I'll have to go tell the girls I'm not coming, then I can't just leave them.
Don't get it, do you? That's just what they want. Bad man with binoculars sees you meet other girls. Bad man follows nice girls, sees nice girls, putting leaflets to letterboxes for £1. Makes bad man happy.
I'm not completely soft, you know. Before you went on the docks, we needed the money I got with the girls. It was the only money we had.
Listen, if anyone comes sniffing around, you don't let them in. You hear me? You don't open that front door. You don't open the back one. They're watching.
Oh, we talked about this.
No, we didn't talk about it. You threw a moody and went out there to talk to the animals. I married Dr. Friggin' Doolittle.
3 slices. 3 stale slices.
Yes, and gave them to your bloody geese. And it was the kids' breakfast.
They were stale.
Everything in this house is.
Oh. Beautiful. Just beautiful, that is. All right, love.
Sod off.
Gas man.
Not now.
You're behind, Mr.
I know
Hughes.
I am. Why are people always telling me things I already know?
They'll be coming here, you know. They'll be coming to take things.
Take what? There's nothing to take. Only thing he could take is the piss. That's it. That's all. That's all that's left. Are you taking a piss?
Look, I am human. I do get it. You don't have a job.
I did have a job. I could have a job. You have a job. Is it? I could do that. I could be a gas man. I could wear a badge and knock on doors and ask for money from folk who don't have any. I could do that. Go on, Giz it. Giz your job, go on, I could do that.
Frida, it's Ange. I was wondering if I could tag along leafleting with you and the girls today. I need anything I can get.
Angie, stop knocking, will you? We think they're watching.
What are you doing? Who's watching? The doll?
They've had Dixie in again. They were asking after me. It's not safe. And isn't your Chrissy under investigation anyway? They could be watching him.
Oh, don't worry about him. He doesn't leave the house for nothing now.
Dixie.
And if he ever asks, don't tell him I was here.
Who's that?
It's Chrissy. I want to speak to Dix, Frida. It's stuff that's going on like this.
He isn't here. Go away.
All right.
Frida?
What?
Frida.
What?
Don't tell Ange I was here.
2033.
Is that Mrs. Dean?
No, it's the Queen of Friggin' Sheba. What?
I'll leave you to it then, Frida.
Tell your husband his local friendly boot supplier rang from the docks.
Tell him what?
Tell Dixie to swallow his pride and come round for Chrissy, will ya?
Tell him what?
If he doesn't play ball tonight, I might be paying you a visit instead.
Hello?
Who's that now?
It's Frankie Malloy. I need Dixie. I'm in a bit of a pickle with Chrissy. I wonder if he'd pop round and have a word.
Mrs. Dean! Mrs. Dean! I'm from the Department of Employment.
Oh, freak!
There's some work in it for Dick's cash in hand.
Shh, the doll!
No, the doll wouldn't have to know anything about it, I swear.
Shut the frig up! Fucking hell! What? 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 Who is he?
It's on him, boss.
Frankie Malloy!
Mrs. Dean!
Frida!
What the bloody hell am I doing? Look at me! This is what they do to you, isn't it?
Mrs. Dean!
Fuck off! And you can sod off as well and take your stupid sodden voice with you. Fuck me sideways. Who's that now?
Dixie! Frida! I wanted to warn you. The sniffers are snooping about.
Yeah, I know that. George? Oh, George! Come in. How's teeth? How are you? Yeah. George! Oh, God!
Oh, I've made a right mess of your carpet, Frida.
Ambulance!
Chrissy Todd.
You're full.
Christopher Robin Todd. Logo Logman.
Dixie Dean.
I'm here now. I'm here, aren't I? Yours are Hughes.
I'm being investigated.
Say again.
I'm under investigation.
And I wondered if any decision had been made. You know, I'm kind of in limbo here.
You'll be informed of the outcome in time, Mr. Todd.
In time. In time for what?
Oi, Chrissy. Take that job.
Not now, Joseph.
Oi, he shouldn't be here. He's been offered a job. Oi, you. Take that job. Oh, Gizzy. You know, either one. You gonna take it or what?
It's guilt money. A guilt job.
Well, Chrissy, well, Gizzy, then go ahead. Chrissy, hey!
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, they're expecting me. I'm expected. I'm yours or Hughes.
This way, Mr. Hughes.
Go on. Right. What's this all about then? Well, I've got my kids with me. Don't you see I've got my kids?
Mr. Hughes, we have talked about your children.
Yes, what about them? What? They are my kids. Mine. You don't touch them, right? They're not going anywhere. They can stay outside, but with the door open, right? Leave the door! I want my eyes on them at all times. Eyes forward, face forward, face me.
It's regarding the incident on Mr. Malloy's building site.
Yeah.
Were you employed by Mr. Malloy around the time of the incident?
Right, well, right, so on Malloy's site, on a particular day, on a day in question, no money parted company with anyone, to or from anyone who was there. Well, I was there. No money came my way. Not that I was there, and I should know, because I was there, being me. Malloy, on no occasion, never once said to me, yeah, touch for that. And, as a matter of fact, I was only there on a trial basis, but left after a wobbly wall and a short exchange of words.
Look, Mr. Hughes,
Look,
if you could
here I am! A man! A man. A man with no job. Looking for one. Do you have a job? Hey? Gives a job? Hey? 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 I'll be alright. If I had a job, I'd be alright. Oh, yes! Oh, yes.
Cue the inevitable heavy breathing. Yes, Jean? That'll be all, Mr. Hughes.
Oh, you don't have... Come on. He shouldn't be here.
Mr. Logman.
It was him.
Careful, you. Careful.
Our intention currently is to forward you papers for prosecution.
So you are going to do us then?
It means I am trying, desperately trying, to find a satisfactory explanation so that lessons can be learned.
Yeah, well, while you're learning, I'm not earning. You've got me benefits on stop, but by all means, do take your merry time.
Now,
And what
listen.
lesson is there? There is no lesson. It doesn't make sense and it isn't meant to. Oh yeah, we go round and round, chasing each other and getting nowhere like gerbils on a wheel in a cage. And you're in it too, you know. Yeah, you. That's the funny thing. Oh, what? You think because they give you a badge you're above it all, but you are not. You're in here with us. You're in here with us going round and round and round.
None of this is helping, you know. So why don't you just help yourself?
Why? Yeah. The state of it. The state of it. Screw you, all right? Yeah, go on. Go ahead. Do what you please. See if I care. I wouldn't be you. I wouldn't be you. Not for anything.
They're gonna take them from me. They're gonna take them from me, but they're all I've got. I mean, you might as well have taken everything else. She took everything. She did. Oh, yes. Say something, George, please.
You fucked up my son's funeral, Yotta. I would
I know,
never...
I know I did that. Sorry, George. I am.
Yotta, you're not well.
You're not well.
No. My stomach. All gone.
Can't stomach this. Hey, George. Hey? Haven't got the stomach for this anymore. Hey?
You might be right there. Did you ever see Chrissy on your travels?
Chrissy? Yeah. Yeah, to see him, yeah. Doesn't want to see me, though. I want my kids. I want my children, but they...
Go to social services, Yotta. Speak quietly, behave properly, explain your position. Show them where you live and how you're living.
Oh, I haven't got a chance then, have I? Where I live, how I live.
Okay, Yotta. Let me tell you this. You know Oak Street?
Oak Street, yeah.
I've always liked that road. That road that cuts right through the middle of this city. And not because it's called Oak, though that as well, but because of what it represents. At one end, you got the Catholic Church, Paddy's Wigwam.
Paddy's Wigwam, yeah.
Yeah, and at the other end, you've got the Catholic Cathedral, right?
Right.
The Protestant Cathedral.
Right, yeah, the other one. Yeah. What, George, what's your point?
I'm saying that's what makes it Hope Street. That there are different ways to be saved.
no matter who you are.
Why do you know everything?
Why do I?
Why do people come to you? I couldn't do that. But you do, George. Don't give me that job, George. I couldn't do it.
I know hardly anything at all. Just try and apply what I know and learn to some useful purpose, that's all.
I want to be that. I want to be someone. Who's that?
Just be yourself, Rosa. That's all. Just be yourself.
Well, what happens if you don't like yourself? All right, George. I'll see ya.
See ya, Rosa. See ya. Wouldn't want to be here. Don't know what to do. And I've always known what to do.
I resent it, George. I resent having to sneak about in the dark like some... I want to be clean, I want to be good. But it's like they won't let me. And my dad brought me up to be proud. Proud of hard work. Proud to put your overalls on a Monday. Proud to put your suits on Friday. Go out. Behave proper. Have respect. And that's it. That's what they take. It's the respect. I mean, what respect am I teaching my lad, eh? He's not going to be sat talking in 10 years' time about what his old man taught him, is he? I mean, what if I bleed?
What is it really?
Oh, George, I'm sorry, I shouldn't even be here.
No, you're all right. You can always come and see me anytime. Don't see Chrissy at all?
No. And the feeling's mutual. But I miss him. There. Right? I miss them all. My pals. Miss having me mates around. Just miss being together, working. But I have so much anger. And what they did to me. And my boy. I'm not blaming you.
Hey, you can blame all you like, Dixie.
Just... I still feel so... I still feel so betrayed.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry, Dixie. But you're doing the best you can. Yeah, you're making compromises. Yeah, we all are, but you can still walk with your head held high.
Aye. Never looked at my feet so much. Are you sleeping? I can't sleep. I feel like I'm in a constant state of not being asleep or awake. It's like nothing feels real.
You heard my theory about why it's us, this city, why they're trying this out on us. Because it's the tides, we don't operate in the clocks. So do you think we're troublemakers?
Yeah. And I made them all before, George. No disrespect. You know, every bugger out there wants to tell me why it's us, why it couldn't be helped, why it's all inevitable. The bleeding tides, frigging containers. The Mersey's too shallow, we're too far north, not far enough. History, politics, economics. Do you want to know what it is? Hey, what it really is. We're facing the wrong bleeding way, that's all. Not more, not less. There's no meaning to it. We're on the wrong side of the bloody country. You see, when it was America doing all the trade, we were made. Now it's all gone to Europe. Trade.
And we've been caught facing in the wrong bloody direction. Looking the wrong way. And don't I know how that feels?
Come on, kids. We're going on an adventure. We're going into town. Oh, the grand old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Anything going here, pal?
Yeah, I was in last week. He said to come back.
Nothing doing, I'm guessing.
Right.
Oh, well.
It's hard anyway, mate.
Gives a job, go on, gives it, I could do that. I could draw lines on a field. Straight lines. Dead straight they'd be. That's me, dead straight. Everyone knows that. Go on, I could do that. I could do that, go on. Put the nets up and all. Oi, you, get that job, go on, I could do that. I can carry milk. I can get a belly. I can milk a cow. I can put things on people's doorsteps. Yeah, I can carry bottles. Go ahead, gives you that. Go ahead. Do that. Right, here's a job, go ahead. I can stop traffic. I could hold a lollipop. I won't lick it. I won't, kids, tell a lady I could do that. I could do that.
For fuck's sake.
Look, I'm sorry to ask, but I've...
Yeah, I'm sorry to bother, but...
Come on, there must be something going.
Anything.
Dad.
What?
Cheers, then.
Yeah, see ya.
Ta-ra.
That's your problem, you. You take no for an answer.
No is the only answer. I've only had no since I left bleeding school to every question I've ever asked.
No!
Yes? Would you like to begin your confession? It's all right, it's just you and me.
Are my children?
Children? Oh, there are children through there. I really shouldn't hear it in the presence of... I mean, it's supposed to be private. But I suppose if it's not a confession of any consequence... Do you want to just talk? Just talk to me. That's why I'm here.
Father.
Yes?
I'm Yossi Hughes.
You don't need to tell me your name. In fact...
I'm desperate, Father.
I see. Well, look. You've told me your name, Yasser. Why don't I tell you mine? Don't call me Father. Call me Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm desperate, Dan.
Go on. Whatever you want to tell me, you can tell me. Through me, you talk to God. He's listening.
I thought you said this was private.
Well, it is, but God is everywhere.
Do you mean to tell me that he's been here this whole time, just observing like it's some spectator sport, all it?
Well...
Oh, you're not needing to get in the game, Father. Needing to take the friggin' ball.
Yes, but you must remember, as a child of Christ, you do have free will.
Free will?
As Catholics, we believe that you are, to an extent, responsible for your own choices.
Free will. Like free markets, then, is it? Hey, those built to thrive survive. Those that weren't Sodom.
Well...
I knew it. God's a Tory.
He's what?
He's leaving us here to rot.
I think if you're looking more for that kind of thing, you'll have more look down the road.
Down the road?
Church of England.
But they're your competition.
Free market, like you say.
Anything going here, pal? Anything doing, mate?
Anything going, pal?
Nothing at all.
I want to work. Can't you see I want to work? You keep telling me to get a job, so I'm asking for one, and then you say there are none, but to fucking get one! So what am I meant to do? Eh? What? What? I want to work.
Hello. Yes?
Oh, don't mind me, I'm only browsing.
Browsing for anything in particular?
Salvation. I need to be saved. Hey, do you have any offers on? This one isn't as nice as the one up the road. No offense.
Ah. Well...
You know Graham Souness?
Graham Souness?
He stole my look. Magnum, too. A pair of them. I'm Yossi Hughes. Him. Yeah. Them. You know. I can't sleep. But I keep having this dream. So, it can't be a dream, can it? Because you can't have a dream if you can't sleep, can you? Maybe it's a vision. Could it be a vision, Father?
Reverend.
Could it be a vision, Reverend, like Moses? Hey, he was on the door when he had his vision, wasn't he? He'd been kicked out of work.
What's your dream?
I'm falling.
See? Well, we are the Church of the Risen.
So it's possible then to stop falling, to come back from the dead and to rise.
Well, there are certainly precedents, yes.
How do we rise, Father? How do we rise?
We must reach out. And we must believe. And remember that a better place exists beyond here.
Preston.
Oh, no.
The Whittle.
No.
Not Middlesbrougugh.
I meant heaven. Heaven.
When I was little, there was so much to look forward to when I was little. I built sandcastles. Sometimes I think that's all I've ever built. I thought I knew where I was going once. I did, but there's nowhere left to go. And I know it's my fault. I know that. I know that much, but what I want to know is this all it is? Down to this. Hey. Unless you're someone. I bet you're not shitting on. I bet your Graham Souness is really unhappy. Reverend, gives a job.
Sorry?
Yeah, I could do that. What you're doing. I could do that. Yeah, go on, gives it. Right, here's the thing. I could do that.
You heard all that, I'm guessing? Me and A going at it. Yeah, well, it's your fault. I shouldn't have given you that bread. The last 3 slices, I know that. Yeah, but they were stale. You don't mind stale, do you? How much guilt can it take? Hey? I mean, where'd you go from bread? Breadwinner. That's what she's really saying, isn't it? That I'm the breadwinner, or meant to be. The provider. Oh, that Chrissy Todd. Too nice, him. Never rocks the boat. I don't know what to do. Shoddy renovation. I keep thinking about that. I thought he made me talk shite to know him alone, but he was right. Foundations are fine. It's what we've done to it since. How careless we were. What am I going to do, eh? We come highwayman. Scouser, Pimpernel. Jesus! Could have taken your bloody head off then, Logo.
Yeah, or you don't. Wait, that's not what you were...
What? Give over. What are you doing here? What's with the bag?
I'm going. Chrissy, I'm going. I'm sorry, okay? The ship's taken on water and they expect us to what? Just stay on board and hope for the best. Well, I won't.
I understand, Logo. Who knows? If I was a younger man, if I didn't have a wife, kids...
Yeah, look, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, maybe I'm an idiot. It has been known. I don't even know where I go or if there'll be anything for me when I get there, but I can't.
Hey, put it this way, Logo. What would you miss?
Something. Not others. The stories, Chrissy. I know I shouldn't have gone off at George that time. Doc was a storyteller. Yeah, I know that, George. I know that. But it's always the same old stories by the same old people. Where are the new stories, eh? It's my story. People like me. You know, George always says this city exists right on the edge, you know, on the outside. And it's outsiders how they treat us. And it's outsiders how we live. Sometimes, when you even feel on the outside of the outside, do you know what that makes you feel?
Inside out?
Yeah.
Goodbye, Logo.
Goodbye, Chrissy.
Just the silent treatment. Okay, good. That clears that up then. You know, the main problem with the silent treatment, of course, is that its ineffectiveness as a weapon of war stems from the fact that the victim is unable to ascertain what exactly he's done to bleed and merit it.
What's the point? Gas is gone. Can't cook anything anyway, if there were anything in the fridge, which there isn't. Until they come and cut that off.
Yeah. Until they cut that off. And then there'll be nothing left to cut off except me.
I can't cut off what you haven't got.
You know, I didn't think you could hate me anymore. But there again, practice makes perfect.
You've been offered a way out, and you won't take it.
Take what? That job from a lawyer, is that what you want?
It isn't about want. Want is for other people.
I can't do it, it isn't right.
Do you think the others wouldn't?
I can't speak for them, can I? I can only speak for myself.
You could pick up the phone right now. Phone him. Phone Malloy.
Oh, you don't get it.
I don't get it.
It's the principle.
Oh, yeah. I remember them.
And
you've been given a chance to do something. You've got to do something!
I am doing something! I'm going to court! And then I'm going to get a very heavy fine, which I'll not be able to pay. And then I'm going to jail. And you? Well, you can go and live with your mother. Something you've been looking forward to for a long time.
God, you don't know anything about me, do you? You don't know me?
Oh, yeah. I have this amazing gift to live with someone in the same house for 11 years and not know who they are. I don't know what love is either, do I? Well, there obviously isn't an empty fridge and the gas cut off, is it?
Oh, go and tell it to your chickens. Ruffled their feathers instead.
And when we get evicted, when we're stood there on the street, well and truly finished with each other, if that's what love's about.
Yeah?
Oh, you as well go on then, one fridge shot.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
And,
why not?
And
for God's sake, for once in your life, why don't you stand up for yourself? Fight back! Fight back!
I had a job. It wasn't a bad job, and I was good at it. I laid the roads, girl. I laid the roads. Country lanes, lay-bys, motorways. I could temper and grit like nobody ever saw. Nobody could put down the black stuff like me. But it's all right. I deserve to lose it all. I betrayed them.
Dixie?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. No, all of them, something bigger by just looking out for myself, and I won't do it again.
Phone him. Take the job.
It's George, the others.
He'll understand.
This can't be it. That's all it is now. Just dog eat dog.
You find me a dog, I'll bloody eat it. 'Cause I am hungry, Chrissy.
It's not my fault, you know. It's not my fault.
And it's not mine! But at least you have a choice. I am 28 years old,
And what's that got to do with
I am
that?
28 years old. I married you when I was 17. I was a mother at 18, and I'm not blaming you for that. It takes two to tango. But I'm a person. And I live and breathe and fart after 5 lagers and lime. And I have a mind up here. And it is screaming. It can't take much more. I've never had a life outside of you and Justine and Claire. That's all. I was going to. I was gonna do a lot. Be out in the world. Hi, Angie. This was gonna be my time. And what's happened since? What have I got? Half a tin of spam and a hole in my left shoe.
Just walk on one leg, then you'll be all right.
It is not funny! It is not friggin' funny! I've had enough of that. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. I've heard it for years. This stupid sodden city's full of it. Why don't you cry? Why don't you scream? Why don't you fight back, you bastard? Why don't you fight back, Chrissy Todd? Because if you haven't had enough of it, I have.
How do you think I feel, eh? A second-class citizen? Are you a second-rate man with no job, no money, and no place?
Tell it to me kids, Chrissy. Tell it to the cupboards and fridge. See how full your words can make them. And when you do, you make breakfast. And then you'll have finally found a job. You'll have become a friggin' magician.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll fill them. You see if I don't, and I hope you suddenly enjoy it.
Sounds good.
So? You been out?
Yeah. On my mind.
I'll get dressed in a minute, I will.
Why bother? You're right. You were right.
I might just go out tonight then.
What am I gonna do?
You mean tonight?
No. I don't mean tonight.
I'll make the rounds tomorrow, Dad. I promise. Hey, you never know.
Do you want a job? What if you was to leave home?
Are you asking me if I want
Would
to?
you? Would you leave home? None of us are helping each other. Fighting seems to lead nowhere except another fight. There's no jobs in this town. There's not many jobs in every other town, but there's more jobs out of town than this town. Long contracts you can get. No, it isn't what you want. What I'm doing isn't what I want either.
You don't have to tell me. I know that. I know that, Dad. I know.
If I'd had any sense, if I'd known what was going to happen, I wouldn't have done some of the things I've done to you. I sort of made a lot of mistakes with you. So.
Uncle George, here, come in.
I'm all right, Ange. I'm okay.
George, what are you doing here?
You never come to me. Why are you the only one, Chris? You never comes to me. When you're the only one I reckon I can actually help.
Help with what? The dome. You don't worry about that. You're sick.
If I am treated like a sick man, I will be a sick man.
Come on, I'm taking you back.
No, look, here, see. Let's go for a drink.
In your state?
Oh, George.
Hey, fallen to bits, like everything else. Chrissy, please. Here, look. One last one for the road.
George, you can barely friggin' stand.
Hey, got me wheelchair and all.
Can I? Wait here. Yourself. Just go and get it.
Here, Ange.
No, no.
Go on, girl. Look, you're okay. It's okay.
Mr. Hughes! Mr. Hughes, you've been given notice. It's time! Mr. Hughes, open the door. This is the police. Just come to the door, Mr. Hughes.
Hey, what's going on?
Do you know this arsehole? He assaulted the bailiff and locked the door. Mr. Hughes!
Chrissy, I think yours has finally tipped over the edge, Dix.
Right, we're coming in. Stand back from the door. And don't be a silly bugger, right?
What? No. Look. No, let us have a word. Yeah? There's no need for all that. You'll only make things worse.
2 minutes.
Jose! Jose!
Yes, that's me.
I'm Yozza Hughes. This is my house. I don't want them in my house.
Yozza! No good can come of this, friend, okay?
Friend?
Yeah, Yozza. Friend? Why not?
Who's that shrink, wasn't? She wrote a report, didn't she? Eh? You know, I could do that. I could work people out. Do you know why they call them shrinks, Chrissy? Because they shrink people. Well, not me. But I'm Yozza Hughes. She tried that. Morning. She shrunk everything. One wash fit for a dwarf. They are not taking my kids, Dixie. They're not taking
For
them!
Christ's sake, Joseph, stop it! Your kids... Your kids are gone, mate. They've been gone for months. You know that. After she left you...
She took them off you, yours. But you tried your best. But this pretending, it has to stop.
I know. In the building site. In the dole, wandering the streets alone, we can see, you know, mate. We can see they're not there. It has to stop. I know that must be... Actually, I don't know. I don't know that must be anything. But I do know some things. I know this is all gonna end in tears. If you don't come out of here without trouble. Okay?
You're too nice, Chrissy Todd. You've always been too nice.
All right. Enough chat.
Sign.
Fuck off! Fucking hell. Ace.
Check out these Hot Wheels, eh?
Liverpool Dock say so. Saturday dinner time. Not a soul about. Once upon a time, Chrissy.
You're going to tell me about Cinderella.
We'd be looking forward to from the previous week. Payday. Saturday, you know. There'd be hundreds of us coming along here. Ship repairmen, scalers, dockers, the Mary Ellens who used to swab the big liners. And behind them, the great big Shire cart horses. Oh, Chrissy, many a good horse walked down that hill. But it came back up in a knacker's cart. And yet, the horses of privilege that pose outside Buckingham Palace and ponce and parade up and down the Mall turned out into a meadow full of clover and coastslip, a full proven bag for the rest of their days. Oh, Chrissy, it just seems like yesterday. The midday gun. Listen. The ladies, the women, sandstone on the steps and flags, the kids playing alley-o, the little shop on the corner where you got your 3 penny worth of fine Irish, your owl snuff a twist of tobacco, and your old gran had a flat-top cart there. Used to sell salt fish and a big barrel of ribs straight off the pig's back from the Irish boats. And there we'd be, piling into effing Nellies or peg-leg Pete's with a couple of pints of fine beer, maybe the first of the week. And the crack. Oh, the crack. We talk of many things.
Cabbages and kings.
Of politics and power. And come the day when we had inside toilets and proper bathrooms. Of Attlee and Bevan, Hogan and Logan, the Braddocks and Dixie Dean, and Lawton and Little, Matthews and Finney, of Come the Revolution and the Blackpool Illuminations, and Joey Jones at the violin. A Stradivarius, he said. Well, we got our bathrooms at considerable expense. Get us up, son. Let me stand up!
You sure, Judge? Right.
47 years ago, I stood here on one wall as the first ships come in. Why can't we stand up as a people, Chrissy? Why can't you stand up, Chrissy Todd?
Judge?
Fight back! Fight back! I stood here 47 years ago. A young bull watched me first ship come in. They say that memories live longer than dreams. But my dreams, those dreams of long ago, still give me some kind of hope and faith in my class. I can't believe there's no hope. I can't.
Oh, Judge. All right, Judge. All right. Pints on the bar, George. Dixie and... George. Pints Goose on the bar, George.
All the way down Channel, all the way down Channel, on the evening tide.
Name?
Christopher Todd.
Dixie Dean.
Patrick Malone, O Lord. George, show your mercy to this dear departed servant. Since he strove to do your will, let him not be punished for wrongdoing.
Have you been employed in any
My
capacity?
brothers and sisters, to prepare ourselves to celebrate the sacred mysteries, let us call to mind our sins. Rejoice and be glad of your reward.
Your full entitled benefits.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
I am sure the family and friends of Patrick Malone... George Malone. Sorry, Margaret. I'm right, aren't I? See? He was George Malone.
I'm Yozza Hughes.
Forgive me, but he was christened here as Patrick, and that is his name as known to Almighty God.
Yeah, well, it don't matter what his name was known under by Almighty God. Means nothing to the people here.
Yeah, and by the way, if you don't mind me asking, is Almighty God still employed in any capacity? Is he still residing at his known address? Only a lot of us here haven't heard from him for a while.
It's clear how well loved George was. I've never seen the congregation so full. But let us remember that we are all children of the Almighty, and if we die for the Lord. As Scripture says, be my life, it is the Lord who speaks. Every knee shall bend before me. Every tongue shall praise God. And it is to God, therefore, I'm that sorry, each... Father. I am. But you're not on. We haven't come here today to listen to this. I don't mean to tell you how to do your job. You're the only one here who's got a job. But you better know. We're all here today not to send George to a better place, wherever that is, or to worry about our own going, but to remember his life and curse the fact that he's not here. He was a good man. He was the best man I ever knew. I love George Malone. And our lives are going to be a lot emptier now he's not here. He didn't do nothing for no rewards or no judgment day. Not here. Nor in heaven.
Mr. Todd, Miss Sutcliffe would like to see you.
What's all that about?
Judgment day.
Mr. Todd. Christopher Robin.
Aye, that's
Todd.
me. Get it over with.
As you know, we've been conducting our investigations into the events of that day with our very best men. Isn't that right, Mr. Moss?
That's right.
And we have reached the following conclusion. I do not intend to let the case regarding you gentlemen from Liverpool Ace go forwards.
You what?
You what?
A man was killed.
He has a name. Snowy Malone.
Snowy Malone was killed because he tried to escape from us. And though we are authorized to chase you, the regrettable nature of this situation calls for some leniency, I think.
And Miss Sutcliffe, shall we discuss
You're letting me off?
All here. You, Loggo Logmond, Gozza Hughes, and George Malone.
Looks like I'm the last man standing, doesn't it?
It is my understanding that Mr. Malloy had intended to put you all on permanent salaries. Therefore, I have recommended the contract be returned to his company and you get back to work immediately. Got a job, Mr. Todd.
What the bloody hell was all that? We have the evidence. This could have been good for us upstairs.
Upstairs?
The metaphorical upstairs.
down south, you know, the powers that be.
You once asked what I made of you, Donald. Remember? Fact is, I like you. I like you because you don't catch people. Because you aren't very good.
Eh? You don't want to catch them? You don't want to catch them, do you?
Who?
Them! The cheats, the fraudsters, you know, the bad guys.
I want to catch them, Donald. I want to catch them very much indeed.
I don't know what to say. This whole thing is absurd. I don't think I can bear it. I think I'm going mad. It's like this whole city is seething on a knife edge about to snap.
Calm down, Donald. Have a cup of tea.
I think I'd rather be out there with them. At least there's something honest in their dishonesty.
Well, you must do what you must do, Donald. It's only us doing our job on this side of the line that prevents us from being out there, lining up with them. After all, none of it makes sense. None of it is meant to. Madness is the point. And we all deal with it in our own little way.
Donald Moss? No, I am not.
Chrissy? Good to be back, isn't it? Where are the others?
A better place? I don't know.
Look, I'm sorry about the, you know, it's a war, isn't it? Hey, everyone for themselves.
I don't want any talk, Mr. Malloy. I just want to work.
And it's work you can be proud of, see? Wasn't it your boys wanted to know what new premises it was we were building here?
Couldn't give a toss.
Oh.
You are fucking joking.
Hey, there's plenty more where I come from. They're expanding all the time. Good for you and me, Chrissy. Good for us. What? What is it, Chrissy? What's so funny?
Somewhere in there. Frozen for all time. A dedication. Whether they like it or not. Snowy Malone! 1982. Maybe they'll never know. But I always will. Yeah, we will. Even if it all crumbles and turns to dust in time. What he stood for. And you, George. And all of them. That has to stand the test of time. It has to. Well, it better well fucking had. Somehow. Lay in the roads, lad. Just lay in the roads. You can talk about the concrete and the boys who work the train and the fellas in the opera in the sun and wind and rain. But the boys who work the black stuff, sure, they're really rough and tough.
There you are, Chrissy Todd. There you are. Hey, I could do that.
And I want more than I can give. Just trying to forget. Nothing ever lasts forever. Nothing ever lasts forever. Nothing ever lasts forever. Nothing ever lasts forever. I want it now, I want it now. Don't tell me that my ship is coming in. Nothing comes to those who wait. Time's running out the door you're running in. So I want more